Yay! I'm continuing the series. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Mary Chris. And for today's video, we're going to continue our ammo series. Finally, I know it's been 3 months. I checked and I double checked. I'm like, that's quite a long time. But I really want to finish this series. Sometimes life gets in the way, but I shall move forward and I'll try my best basically, okay? And so I'm just looking at my notes. You see? Okay. So we are, oopsie daisy. Oh yeah, first of all, there will be spoilers in this. So if you haven't watched Ammo by Brilliante Mendoza, which is on Netflix, which is the first series, a Filipino series on Netflix, so definitely a trailblazer. So that's thumbs up for that. And that's one of the reasons that inspired me to watch it. But one more thing I wanted to say, and also, by the way, what did I want to say? Hold on. I will link all my other reviews in the comments down below. And I think it's still very relevant. The show is still very relevant because of what's going on in the Philippines right now with Duterte and the drug war. And what else did I want to say? Of course, it's a fictional series. It's art imitating life, but there's still a lot to learn. And of course, even though it's a Filipino series and I'm Filipino, I'm still gonna critique it if there's something about it that it's just like not adding up. So if you want to watch it, just to make sure you know there will be spoilers. Okay? Okay, let's get started. So now we're continuing on. We're finally season 1 episode 9. And if you see me with my notes, I wrote it down while I was watching. Otherwise, I just can't remember every single thing that I want to say. I have to write it down. Okay, so I'm just going to write to you what I said. Let's see. Can I put it in a way that I can pretend that I'm because I don't want to look down, okay? So, this episode starts where Joseph's uncle and their crew were getting a mission to investigate on this alleged drug dealer. What was I writing? That's my notes, okay? So other police officer Rodrigo Macareg. Oh yeah, Rodrigo Macareg, or his known, he's called in the show Rod. That's his nickname. He's played by Derek Ramsey. Okay, I'll put it up in the screen. His name, but he's very popular in the Philippines, I think. Brought his family with him to the resort for cover sting, which is so dumb. What if his family gets hurt if there happens to be a shooting? Oh yeah, okay, because you guys remember Joseph's uncle is a police officer. I don't know his actual rank, but he has some kind of rank. And anyways, he's the boss of Rod, which is so strange because they were supposed to watch this Japanese drug dealer that they need to keep an eye on him and so on. So they need to keep an eye on him and they need to investigate him if he has drugs. But the weird thing is, he brought his family with him at the resort where they're doing the investigation. And they were pretending to be just people that go there. It's like, why would you, if you know there's a potential drug dealer, you know there's going to be guns, why would you be putting your family on the line? I didn't get it. And that was just like, to me. And Christina, you guys remember Christina, who is Joseph's brother-in-law's mistress, one of them. Remember, they stole money. She stole money from him. She is actually the informant of one of the informants for Joseph's uncle. Small world. So their plan is to have Christina plant her someone inside the Japanese drug dealers guy's home. And so what their whole shtick was, so she's a prostitute, so they took her and they said, okay, we're gonna have you now in this brothel, and in the hopes of the Japanese drug dealer to pick her, I guess. But then she ends up working for him as a maid. Okay? And to me that was weird. Oh, I wrote down, what was weird to me is that Takeo, that's the guy, that's a drug dealer in question. Takeo, who is a drug lord, hired Christina as a maid in a brothel. It's just so weird. Like, it's the weirdest place. It was the weirdest place to hire a maid, is from a brothel. I don't know. I just found that so weird. I don't know if they couldn't just think of a better storyline. Also, Christina has a daughter, which makes me sad. Sorry, I just realized my tie was lopsided, so don't worry about me. Anyways, also Christina has a daughter, which makes me sad because she is forced to do this. This is like being a prostitute, because she is poor and she needs to provide for her child. Also, there was a scene where Takeo caught Christine. Oh yeah, there was a scene at the end of that episode where Takeo's wife caught Christina taking pictures, or she had her phone like this, which was weird because nobody talks on the phone like that. So that was kind of questionable. And I was curious, like, hello, why don't you fire her right there? So that was the scene of episode 9. So, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, episode 9's title was, I forgot. I'll write it down on the screen. I forgot to write it down. I know the episode 10 though, Kidnap. Okay. In the beginning, the cops were discussing, okay, we're gonna raid this place. Let's raid them at noon. So, yeah. Oh, actually, when they actually got the house or rented, I don't know what they were doing, in front of the actual house of Takeo. Yeah. Oh yeah, and so I was just curious. Okay, so I understand you need to do, you have to spy on them, or you try to gather as much evidence. I get it, but there was no warrant of arrest when they finally went in there. No warrant of the arrest. They just took everything, and they were being, they were hitting the guy. Like, you already got him. You know what I mean? I just didn't understand, like, so much. They're just so drunk with power, I think, at this point. And anyway, so they took Takeo, went back with Christina, right? So went back to the headquarters, and Christina was like, hey, where's my money? The money? You guys have money, you never pay me properly. And Rod, Derek Ramsey, I hope it's the right name, slapped her. She was unconscious, took her to undisclosed place, and spoiler, shot her. And I was just like, what the heck is going on? Like, why would you do that? So anyways, that was really sad. What else did I write down? Yeah, that was really sad. And so that was the end of that. Oh yeah, I wrote down, like, these are implications of poverty. War on drugs is a war on the poor, which is true, because who suffers the most in this so-called war on drugs? Poor people. That's who. Yeah, and then after Derek or Rod, that's the character's name, shot Christina, he's just like as if nothing happened. No remorse, nothing. Went back to his home, had dinner, as if nothing happened. And the ironic part was his son, Rod's son, wrote a poem to him, wrote a poem about his dad and reciting it to his dad, saying, "Oh, Dad, you're the best. You know, your conscience is always clear because you're the good guy getting the bad guys." Well, in fact, it's anything but. So, yeah. So I just feel like it tells, for him not to even question that and not have any remorse, it shows what kind of character he is, that he's cold-hearted. Yeah. Ooh, Derek Ramsey. Ooh, I got it. I wrote it down. And Camilo Molina was Joseph's uncle. That's who I was talking about. Yeah, I think that's the end of that. That's all I wrote. And I wrote down, those police officers are so corrupt. The chief called the wife on Takeo and held them for ransom. Oh, and that was the end of that. I was like, what the heck? So why are you going to arrest Takeo and now you got all the information you want, but instead of actually arresting him and putting him to jail, you're calling the wife and now you want ransom for him? Like, what? They're just so... Again, when there's no check and balances, this happens where people are just corrupt and drunk with power. And that's what happens. So, there you have it, guys. That's episode 9 and 10. Let me make sure. Yeah, episode 9 and 10 of Amo. Yay! I'm continuing the series. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just so proud of myself because I've been procrastinating. I'm like, okay, I'm going to film this. I'm going to film this. I've been so busy. And I'm powering through. And I'm very proud of myself. Anyways, guys, if you guys like Netflix and if you want me to review other, if there's a Filipino related one, those are the ones that interest me the most, that I like to discuss, because I feel like I have a lot of things to say about that. But you can comment down below, what are your favorite Netflix series? So far for me, one of my favorite Netflix series and my favorite of all time, is Black Mirror. Please watch that if you haven't seen that yet. But definitely subscribe for more. Maybe I'll review that since I love it so much. I'll watch it again. But anyways, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of my future uploads. And give it a like if you like it, and comment down below if you've watched Black Mirror. And hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys!